Yo, this channel, excuse me by the way, this channel, or this video, excuse me, I've been up since 7:30 for class, so this video is not going to be in my car today. I wanted to change it up a little bit, but today I want to talk about these vaping. By the way, there is such a difference as closed pod systems and open pod systems. This is an open pod system, which basically means you can put your own juice in it, and it doesn't come pre-filled like a Juul or other Juul alternatives that come pre-filled. So the new federal law states that, closed pod systems like the Juul can only have tobacco and mint flavored pods beginning February 1st. So it doesn't count for open pod systems. Anyway, what I'm actually going to talk about is the fact that beginning January 1st, Trump signed a bill into law that everywhere in the United States, which some states already have this, but you have to be 21 or older to buy any type of tobacco, chewing tobacco, cigarettes, vapor, any kind of like nicotine product. You have to be 21 now. And I go to vape shops now, and the first thing they ask for right when I walk in is my ID, because you have to be 21 now, and all of their signs on the doors say 21 and over. And the first place I saw this was Quick Trip on January 1st. I went there and I saw they had posted two signs, like back-to-back signs, like on the front, like on the doors, two signs on the front and two signs when you leave that says, federal law, now you have to be 21 or older to buy any tobacco-related products. And for me, it's like, now that I'm over 21, it's not a big deal for me because I'm old enough, a year older than 21, so I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But I think it is going to bring down the tobacco usage as far as cigarettes and stuff like that within the teenage realm, because honestly, now mostly what I see out there is a lot of older generations are the only ones that are kind of keeping cigarettes alive. And I just always have found it funny that people put so much emphasis on how bad vaping is, even though it's really the underground THC cartridges, underground market. And people just like to generalize the term vaping, even though it's really something else. And it goes back to genetic makeup, how people, their organic chemistry, everyone's different and everyone's going to react to nicotine or products differently. And for me, I've never had a problem. Even with having asthma, I still can't be around people that smoke because, for one thing, the smell is terrible. Another thing is my asthma kicks in even when I'm around people that smoke. I didn't hang around my brothers for a long time. Like, I would hang around them, but I would keep my distance because as soon as I smelled smoking, I would just walk away because I can't stand cigarettes. But I've always found it funny that if you go to Quick Trip or Racetrack, I don't know if they do it at Racetrack, but I know at Quick Trip, if you go in there and you buy a vape, they scan your ID, but if you buy alcohol, they don't scan your ID. And I always thought that was funny because now, even if you're 21, they still scan your ID. And I'm like, I mean, why would they not scan your ID for alcohol when alcohol is a bigger killer, bigger short-term killer? Cigarettes are more long-term. I just thought it was like, it's like I did in my last vape video, like almost half a yeah, almost 500,000 people die from cigarettes per year, and they only have less than 1,000 cases, or less than even, I think it's less than 1,000 cases of vaping related deaths in the United States. And it's like all of this emphasis on vaping has always made me mad, because if you're going to stop or put restrictions on vaping, you need to put it on cigarettes, which I'm glad that they put it on cigarettes. And they really only put this law in to make people happy about, to compromise the fact that vaping is being used in high schools and stuff like that. Thankfully, I didn't go to high school where that was a problem. I mean, I went to high school, graduated, but vaping was still kind of a newer thing. Like, not a lot of people did it. Mostly because you had to be 18. I was 18 as a senior, so I didn't do it until I graduated. And even then, I still smoked. I smoked for like 2 or 3 months, and then I immediately switched to vaping. And I've been vaping for like 5 years, and I haven't had I haven't had really any issues with vaping. The most issue I've had is maybe vaping too much, that it's caused my asthma to spark up, but I know what my limits are and how to control myself. It's like alcohol. I know how to know when is a good time to stop drinking and when I can drink again if I've already drinking or drunk. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to make like a video about how it's this new law that came into play, and for me, I think it's a law that should have been in effect a long time ago. But what can you do? It's all about money when it comes to businesses. And I had someone tell me that they heard that alcohol was going to be raised to 25 in Georgia, and I was like, I don't think that's ever going to happen. It could, but I don't think it will, because Georgia is one of the most conservative states in the Southeast, and besides Alabama or maybe Louisiana or Mississippi or Tennessee or South Carolina, Georgia is one of them. And if Hawaii or California, nothing against them, they're just more on the left side. If they haven't even put into effect alcohol being illegal under 25, then Georgia's probably not going to do it. I'm not going to say it'll never happen, but if it did happen within the next few years, Georgia would lose a lot of business and money. And that person that told me that, I was like, well, I don't know. So I did my own research, and I couldn't find a single article about that. And makes me think that it was just a myth, or that somebody claimed that, but it was not real. But anyway, because if it was real, everybody would be talking about it. Anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.